The void is that absence, the disorder, the anxiety. The void is non-space. In the void, you can't tell what is gripping you or what has long since left you. The void leaves us with a great hunger. The only thing to do is eat the void itself. The project first came out of really looking at my video work and my performance work and looking at my paintings and feeling that a set of objectives that I had were not going to be contained by a 1.5 by 2 feet piece of masonry. I've always wanted my own kind of space, you know, and that I wanted to play with this idea that, like, well, I can construct something for myself, and that it would not be, you know, a regular, like, human space. All right, what do I need to do? It's all about trying to immerse myself into the space and immerse myself into my process and trying to figure out what to do with the wet and the drips and the changing of it while, you know, I can only do so much in, you know, in this kind of laboratory, this kind of space, you know. Different combinations between, like, the inks and the materials and, like, the gesture, delving into the materials and really trying to, like, pull at them and make them unify, make them work with one another and combat visually and spatially. I spent a lot of time, you know, grabbing really, like, delicate materials. I was using paper and I was using a little bit of fabric. I, you know, went downtown and collected, you know, as many, like, boxes as I could and broke them down and taped them up and collected, you know, full racks of newspapers and just swiped them away. And eventually, you know, once I started making the big solid, like, cardboard, you know, chunks and tying them together and folding them and applying, you know, them and treating them like these large scale paintings, then it came to trying to hang them. I had a whole bunch of, you know, things falling apart all the time. When things are, like, shattering all like and breaking, you know, it's just that they just have to go back up. It's about the utility. It's about the perseverance and the maintaining and asserting that this space can be everything that you want it to be, and that it can be made out of very little besides your own efforts. I think that things are pretty sturdy. Like, maybe, you know, some paper might slip out. It's been holding itself well over since new structures got put into place, like, a couple days ago. And look at that, like, you know, everything rattles and moves with each other. The great thing about it was that I wanted to turn, you know, in, you know, 360 degrees and see that that everything looked like all of the paintings that I want to do. And I wanted for, you know, and, you know, things are, you know, there's all this garbage and it's just hanging underneath you, and, like, kind of, it'd be neat for something to, like, kind of, like, just graze against your face or, like, you know, stop you in your tracks. Here we are. I know, it's a semester. So good, excellent, yeah.
Let's go, it's safer. see it? Not really, no. She only worked on it.
It was really just kind of my own, it was a lot of like stream of consciousness, intuition and response in a very, you know, kind of condensed way that really became, you know, this immersion in my head and externalizing that and sharing that with people. The second portion of this is that I, you know, this is the first part of my honors, and I wanted to explore, and I wanted to be able to say that I made an installation before I continue making installation work. I definitely want to continue pursuing that, and my honors will be pursuing that. But I will, I'm going to work with external spaces, so step out of the world instead of, you know, just stepping into my head.